Mary, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, correct? See that now?
I said, yeah, we want to push the ideas.
Michael, we have a few cougars in the crowd today.
That's okay, it's all right, I can handle it.
Don't be stern, as they say. Okay, so, without any further ado, Michael Scipione, please take it away. Tell us what you're going to make.
Thank you. What I'm going to make today is I'm going to substitute spaghetti with a multi-grain penne. We're going to do that with clams and a plum tomato white wine clam stock with fennel and leeks. A little bit of cooked down, a little bit of white wine, and I'm just going to get it started right now. First thing you want to do, always get your pan hot. It's going to make the oil spread around a little bit. We're going to start about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. The olive oil I'm using today is by Bethany. It's cold pressed. It goes right from the vine to the bottle. There's no heat processing. Bottled instantly right out of the vine. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of that. Hot pan. There we go. So we'll let that heat up a second. What I do, my name is, as you know, my name is Mike Scipione. I started a health club, personal training health club about 18 years ago. My clients really dedicated themselves to coming in, making their appointments 3 times a week. They did not dedicate themselves to eating healthy because a lot of them had their own businesses. They didn't have enough time to go home and cook. I started pre-packaging meals for them. At the end of the workout, they would take them out of the refrigerator, put it in the microwave. They got a balanced meal. I weigh everything out. I balance everything out as far as protein and carbohydrates. And last year, someone asked me to do a wedding for them, which I really didn't plan on doing. I had to come up with a name for my company. It's Sano, and it means healthy in Italian. So I'm trying to get this started right now, and not really heating up here. We'll let it go another couple minutes. Anybody have any questions about anything, health, fitness, diet, my training, my background, how I started? Yes. I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
She's coming out with the microphone, man.
Here she comes. Here comes Marlie.
Be right there with the mic, because we want to hear this question.
I think it has something to do with Thanksgiving.
Okay, what's your question now?
With Thanksgiving coming up, how do you plan for, like, I would like to do a lot of
I still can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Thanksgiving is coming up, and I want to do a lot of appetizers. I have some, fresh scallops, so it's catching for me, bringing in some fresh shrimp.
Okay.
So what would be the best, because I'm looking at olive oil or like type of situation where that's happening.
Olive oil, canola oil. What I like to do with an appetizer, you said scallops. You want to use scallops for an appetizer? I would do is smash the yam puree. Where you can get a bunch of chicken stock, put your yams in the chicken stock with some shallots and some carrots. Season it when it comes out with coriander and sage, a little bit of honey, and some orange zest. Drain all the water out of it first before you add those ingredients. Put it in a food processor, or if you just want to hand smash it, that's fine. Little dollops of it with a pan-seared citrus scallop over the top. Get some fresh lemon or fresh orange zest. Zest it right over the scallops before they go into the pan. And the secret to scallops, to get them nice and tender, you want to sear them 3 minutes on the first side. As soon as you flip them over, let it go for a minute, take the pan off the flame, and let it finish out. They're going to be nice and tender. They're going to cut through like butter. Place that right over the dollop of the smashed yam. It's a winner. It's a winner. If you want to squeeze a little extra lemon juice on the end, you can do that also.
Michael, she says she wants you to write that down for her.
What's that?
She wants you to write that down.
Oh, I will. You come over to my table. My booth is Sano. I'm right over here, right outside here.
I think you might have to write a book, Mike. I don't know.
I'm sorry?
I think you might have to write a book.
I'm going to try. That's what I'm hoping I'm doing right now for January, so I'm going to get to that. All right, so what I'm going to do here, my oil's starting to get hot. I'm going to start out with some fresh leeks. Just go right into the pan. I use 3 large. In with that, I'm going to do some fennel. And a little bit of sea salt. Tell everything, all those flavors come out of there. Just let the flavors out. Give it a real quick stir. And just let it sit a minute.
So Michael, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I'm looking at those clams up there. So are they like fresh clams?
They're fresh clams, and I minced them. I shucked them earlier this morning, and I minced them really fine. I just feel like it attaches more to the pasta once the pasta's in the dish, and you get clams in every bite.
Nice. So you recommend the freshest of ingredients. So you actually shuck them yourself, dice them up. Did you catch them too?
No, I didn't catch them. I didn't have time. I would have tried, but I didn't have time.
I'd be really impressed by that.
Okay. We'll let this saute down a little bit. And I am a big fan of red pepper. So there's some crushed red pepper flakes in there with it. And again, I'm still going to let it cook down a little. So I started working out when I was about 12 years old. When I was about 14, I really started getting into the nutrition aspect of it. It's 85% of your end product is what we do. And what really inspired me was a girl named Kim. And that's why I started cooking. I said, you know what, if I could cook for this girl Kim, and I would see my mother cook for my father all the time. My father would always give her a kiss at the end of the meal, whatever. So you know what? I bet you I get a kiss from that girl if I make her a great meal. And I started cooking. That's where it all came from. Ended up going out with her for 3 years after that, and then I was gone. That was history. She kicked me away. So that's my inspiration.
You got the kiss though.
I got the kiss. Yeah, awesome. I got the kiss.
Are you taking notes over there?
Now, where the inspiration for this came was my son. He was 7 years old. He loved shrimp. He loved shrimp scampi over linguine. He loved clams with linguine. And gnocchi was his favorite dish. It was his favorite pasta. That's what he really liked. So he said, Dad, why don't you make for dinner tonight clams and a gnocchi? And I thought, clams and gnocchi is a potato base. Why not? It sounds like it's going to work. It did work. Me being who I am and what I do, I want to put a healthy spin on it. I use some multi-grain penne instead. So, hope you all like this. This is a really different spin on an Italian tradition. What I'm going to do next, everything's starting to cook down. I'm going to add some fresh plum tomato. And I'm also going to put the clams right in with it to make them a little bit more tender. Now right now what I'm doing is just building flavors. I'm building different levels of flavor. Just want to let that sit a little bit. I know you're probably going to ask, how does he have white wine here and it's healthy? What's going to happen with the white wine? The alcohol is going to cook out. So it's not really going to have effect on you at the end of the meal. Nice around. Everybody hear me okay? Okay. I'll let that go for a little bit. My sponsor today is why I'm up here is Matteo's Pasta, located in South Philadelphia. That's where I'm from. Born and raised right around the Italian market. I have some samples of his product at my table. I'm actually doing a gnocchi today. Why I have a gnocchi today at the table is because in the training world, when you work out, fitness industry, you always need a cheat day to eat something that you want to eat and just go off the edge. People are so afraid to eat carbohydrates nowadays. They want to do carb-free diets. It's the worst thing you can possibly do. Some people who run, does anybody here work out? Anybody work out at all? Some people really overdo as far as training and running. And when you run that much, your body just burns off carbohydrates. Burns it off so much that you start taking away from muscle. And you'll notice a lot of marathon runners and stuff, but they're really loose and jiggly when they run. Doing a heavy meal, carbohydrates during the week, there's nothing wrong with that. You want to make sure it's earlier towards the day. You want to kind of eat in reverse. You eat your heavier meals earlier in the day, about 12, 1 o'clock. Always steer towards your low glycemic carbs, which would be like your white beans, your brown rice, your sweet potatoes towards the end of the night, towards the end of the day. Okay, this is going to start to cook down. And what I'm going to do, I like to cook with is a Pinot Grigio. Give it a nice sweet essence at the end of the meal. And this was given to me just now by the girls over at Chatsford Winery because I forgot my wine cup. You're going to go around 3 times, which is basically a cup, and bring that back up to a boil. Always keep a high flame when you're cooking. It's going to sear those flavors in. It's going to cook a lot quicker for you. And what I'm going to do now is put the pasta in the water or to a boil. And again, Gorilla Plus is what I like to use. And this right here is multigrain. An Italian alpha-lipoic acid. It's also made with cannellini beans, white bean. Oh, forgot to salt my water. Cannellini beans, white beans, and multigrain. What that's going to do for you, alpha-lipoic acid will help burn fat. It's heart healthy, will help lower cholesterol. And that's basically what everybody wants and everybody's looking for nowadays.
So Michael, how is the multi-grain pasta different from the whole wheat pasta that you see in the stores?
Okay, even when you see if you just see a wheat pasta is the last cut before they bleach it white. Eating wheat pasta, I'm not saying whole wheat, eating wheat pasta is just like eating white pasta. This doesn't taste at all like wheat pasta, multi-grain. It's made with egg whites, it's a lot more flavors, a lot more seasoned, it's a little more dense, and really, with a wheat pasta, you don't get too much of gravy or sauce sticking to it. With this, you won't. It has a little bit of starch in it, but nothing that's really going to impact your blood sugar levels. So So if you're looking to keep a low sugar diet, this is one of the pastas you want to go with. And like I said, on Sundays you have your gnocchi. And you're okay, you're good to go with stuff like that.
So it's okay to cheat, is what you're saying.
Exactly. You have to.
See,
It's
people,
just
you've
like
heard it here. You can cheat sometimes.
okay, so wait for that smell for the wine to dissipate. And what I'm going to do next, right after that, is actually put the clam stock in there. And that you want to stay pretty firm. What I'm going to talk about next is cheese. I don't know if you guys can see this. I got this from Claudio's on 9th Street, the Italian market in South Philadelphia. It's called papato cheese. And the Sardinians basically live on this in Sicily. It has peppercorns already in it. It's a pecorino. It's a sheep's cheese. Sheep's cheese is a lot healthier. That also has alpha-lipoic acid in there, and it's heart healthy for you. It's a little bit higher in sodium, so what I do, I balance out. I only put my salt at the beginning of my vegetables. The rest of my salts will come here throughout the rest of my dish. It's all about creating balance and making those flavors balance out in the end. Create a nice little balance. I'm beating myself a little bit there. Am I doing okay? Am I doing okay for my first time up here?
You have a
They
question?
have a question.
Yes.
What's wrong with the deep burritos about this house of cheese?
Partial Claudius. Barry Sexton, he was on stage yesterday here. Oh, what's up? What's up, Jeff? What's up, Jeff?
What's going on? What are you
What's
making?
going on? I'm making a multi-grain penne and clams with a plum tomato white wine clam stock.
It smells
Finish
good
out
from here.
with some fennel leeks. How you doing, my man?
Absolutely.
I was waiting for that wine smell to dissipate. My pasta's going.
So, Michael, how do you reconcile being a foodie and being a fitness enthusiast? Because you love to eat, you love to cook,
I love to eat, I love to cook.
yet you're all slim and trim and buffed. How do you do this?
It's all about the way I eat during the week. I do still work out. I work out hours like I did before. I've been at it for 29 years. I started working out when I was 12 years old. So I've been at it for 29 years. And I love it. It's part of my life. I can't go a day without it. Just like with the diet, you need to cheat. You need to cheat with workouts every once in a while. Taking that week off or two, 3 times a year. Nothing wrong with that. Your body needs an outside stimulus constantly to make those changes. So that's pretty much how I do it. My cheat days happen in House Square in Center City during the week. I go out to dinner maybe once, twice a week, but I do eat about 7-8 times a day. I start at 5 o'clock in the morning, so if I'm eating one bad meal out a day at nighttime at the Capri Grill, one of those places, you know what? Waterworks, my balance, I'm still eating 95% healthy throughout that day.
Wait, did you just say you eat 7 to 8 times
I eat like 7-8
a day?
times a day, yeah. I'm up about 18 hours. I'm working about 18 hours.
So are they full-size meals? Are they mini meals? What are
My
they?
breakfast is my biggest. I like having pasta for breakfast. I'm big on pasta for breakfast, with chicken, with seafood, whatever. I create my balance that way. I'm very busy right off the bat. My appointments, my personal training appointments start at 5:30 in the morning. So they're on the treadmills waiting for me to get there. By the time I get there, I'm going straight through the rest of the day, about 30 appointments a day. And I'm feeding them along the way. They're ordering food for me the night before, and it's in the refrigerator that morning for them. They take it for lunch, and it's ready to go. All right, the wine smell's starting to cook out. Now I'm going to add my clam stock. And again, I'm going to bring it up to another boil. Now with the clam stock, you don't want that to reduce. That's your flavor right there. You want to keep that lid on. Let all those flavors get to know each other, let them mingle. As soon as this comes up to a boil, my pasta's probably going to be ready to come out.
So you also do some catering as well. You have your own catering company here, right here in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
I don't actually have a facility. What I do, I will come to you. I do small parties. If you have a facility, I go to that facility. I prepare your meals there. Anything from bridal showers, bachelorette parties, weddings. I do all types of events. And recently, this May, I was chosen in Philadelphia to cater the Jennifer Lopez movie premiere of the backup plan in Center City at the Prince Theater. And it really went well. We had some really nice appetizers for that hors d'oeuvre. They wanted to put a healthy spin. They're very LA. They were looking for something really new and different to do. Somebody stumbled on my website, and next thing I did, we had a great event. It was a really, really nice affair there.
So did you get to meet Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah,
That's
she
the big
wasn't there.
question.
I met all her people. They gave it a good word for me. I wish I did, but it was all good. It all turned out pretty good in the end. What else I'm up here for? Who else I'm representing is La Femme Hair Exhibition. I don't know if you've noticed the girls walking around with, I don't know where they are right now. I think
They are back there.
Vanessa and Paulette right here. And if girls want to come up front.
Yeah, come on down.
I am here to create awareness for autism. I'm doing a big event in March. It's going to be held in Center City, Philadelphia, and it's a hair exhibition. And these are two of the models that are going to be at the show with me. It's going to be a great, great event. It's going to be a really great event. Proceeds are going towards the autism artist, where it supplies art supplies for the children in autistic schools. The designer for this event is Ms. Bethany. Is Bethany in here? Okay. Okay. Paulette and Vanessa. Nice today. So we're going to hand you guys out some flyers if you don't mind. In the end, and you're going to have taste my food over at the table. They actually chose me to donate the food for this event. I'm more than happy to do it. We're expecting about 500 people there, and we have some preliminary stuff coming up. So if you want to check out her website, they'll give you the most information on it. All right, starting to come to a boil here. Check out the pasta.
I think you're the only chef so far to have models on the stage with you. You are a rock star.
I'm trying to make an impression my first time up here. I'm the chef virgin
I like that.
when it comes to shows. About 2 more minutes on the pasta.
Next year, everybody will have models. You just started a thing.
I'm trying to start a trend here.
That's right.
Trying to start a trend. I'm actually also on November 20th going to be November 19th in Cape May at Chef Geoff Johnson's place. He's right behind here at the Copperfish. And we're doing a ladies' night out. We're actually doing a cooking demo just like this. We're going to do a 5-course meal, $50 a person, paired off with a wine tasting at the end. So if anybody's in the Cape May area, you can stop at Copperfish right over here. He's this table right here behind this curtain, and ask Geoff for some details. All right, I don't know if you can hear me out there. I wish you would come back, but we're going to let this start to cook down here.
And it looks and smells absolutely great. Yeah, see, the models will tell you. See, you may think I'm biased, but let's hear from them.
No, it smells delicious.
Thank you, ladies.
Models get hungry, people. I am so excited to know this.
We eat a lot.
It doesn't show though. You must be eating Chef Michael's food.
Yeah, of course.
Of course they do.
Geoff here.
Here he is. Here's Geoff right here, Copperfish.
How's everybody doing?
I was just telling him a little bit that I'm going to be down there.
Yeah.
On November 19th, if you want to give a little bit more full detail about it.
Certainly. November 19th at my restaurant, Copperfish on Broadway. It's in West Cape May. Anybody out here go to Cape May? No? Barry, Daryl, thanks, guys. Well, what it is Mike's going to come down. We're going to do a 5-course dinner at the restaurant. A little demonstration style, similar to this. And just put some nice dishes together, and proceeds are going to go to his charity that he's putting together. So,
thank you very much.
Yeah, well,
thank you very much.
That's how we roll, man. So, that's it. That's all I got. So, send you back to Mike.
Thank you, Chef.
All right. As it's starting to cook down, lemon always lightens up the meal. It makes it feel a lot more fresh at the end. So I'm going to zest some fresh lemon juice, lemon zest right over the top, directly into the plate. Into the pan, I'm sorry. I also like finishing my dish off with black pepper. I really don't put it in the beginning. I just feel like you don't use as much at the end, but that flavor, that fresh cracked black pepper flavor, stays with you a little bit longer than putting it in the beginning. So that's just something I like to do. It's just my preference. Nothing here is written in stone. You could alter your dish however you want to alter this dish. I'm just going to do it my way today.
Your way's good.
I'm trying.
I'm liking it already.
I'm trying. Okay, now what you really want to do here, you're going to see the sauce is loose. You want to kind of let it get tight around the pasta. You're going to see the pasta change color to where it goes white, where with, like I was saying before, your regular pasta, it's pretty much white, stays the same color all the time. This will start to turn a little translucent on you, and that's what we want. Now, the red pepper is going to start to go at the end. I like a little spicy. Potato cheese, about a 1/4 cup. I explained to you about the benefits of potato. Like I said, it's a sheep's cheese. We're living to 110 years old in Sardinia. Drinking olive oil and eat potato cheese because of the alpha-lipoic acid and the monounsaturated fat in the olive oil. Looks like we got about a minute left. Anybody have any other questions?
Any questions out there? smells really great, Chef.
I'm actually going to take some of this over to my booth, and who's ever here, if you want to come over and sample it, you can come over and sample.
There are
Just squeeze
samples
a little fresh
available.
lemon over the top.
And which one is your booth, Chef?
Sano Catering. I think I'm in my number. 5'3". No, that's not it. 5'1".
Well,
I'm the second aisle from the back in the middle.
It's Sano Catering. That's S-A-N-O,
Thank you.
right?
And again, yep, it means healthy in Italian.
Means healthy in Italian. See, we
All
learned
right, here it
things
comes. It's all coming together now.
That looks so amazing. It's so hard to believe that this is so good and healthy for you. I'm so excited.
I'm trying to make everybody a believer. Another thing that I'm really trying to get involved with is changing vegetables and chicken and stuff like that is so inexpensive. Why these schools are feeding these children overly saturated high sugar foods when there's nothing cheaper that you can get than vegetables. And it's just the guidelines. I actually got it. If it wasn't for this guy, I don't know what I would do. He just gave me a great idea. He brought me some cups, so I'm going to sample everybody in the audience right here. This way you make sure you get everything and you're not left short going over my table.
With some free food. Go figure. How's it tasting?
I think we're good to go.
Nice.
I think we're good to go. Just want that sauce to be just a little bit tighter. Finger, baby.
Oh, nice. I'm right now. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I see you in a whole new light. Thank you, that was really good.
You're welcome.
You all are in for a treat.
Now you're just going to plate yourself up. You're going to get your protein from the clams. A multi-grain pasta is also a lot higher in protein.
Oh, and here we have another model.
And I'm going to finish it off.
That makes 3.
This is Shayla. She's the last of the trio here.
Very nice.
Just a little fennel thrown over the top. That's it. Your dish is done.
And the presentation
Voila.
is absolutely beautiful.
I hope everybody's going to enjoy this. I'm going to start splitting it out now.
You will, trust me.
And girls, you might taste it.
And we're going to have our lovely models pass it out to you. So, Chef, how long do you think it will take the average person to make this at home?
I pre-prepped all my stuff this morning, cut everything up. It took me an extra 10 minutes, so I don't even actually know how long I started just now. It was about 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
That's about it. When you do a simple dish like this, small, if you're using a pound of pasta, basically a pound of everything, by the time your water comes to boil, thank you, sir. By the time your water comes to boil, your dish is ready for it to be ready. The pasta's going to come out right in there. Never strain your pasta. Don't strain the pasta, don't rinse it off. Use a spider strainer. That starch, that water is what's going to make everything come together again. When you rinse it off, your sauce isn't going to stick. And it's going to basically slide right off, going to all the way through the pasta.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Did you all hear that? Do not strain your pasta. You heard it here.
Right into the bowl. Right into the bowl, right into the dish.
That's right.
Pretty ladies, for you?
Oh, I get my own plate.
Again, I don't want to
I'm
describe it all
so
day.
happy. You know, I didn't eat yet, so I'm so excited about this. It looks so great.
Thanks. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I hope you enjoyed a little sample. Come see me in my booth. I have some gnocchi over there. I have it done with plum tomato basil sauce. I also have it done with a white bean, broccoli rabe, and shallot puree. Finished up with some white balsamic vinegar, plum tomato, vegetable stock. Go check it out. That's all over here. Go check it out.
Thank you, Chef.
Again, thank you very much.